Hi folks, Brett Martin here. I'm trying to figure out, I've never used this before. I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be looking. Hi folks, Brett Martin here. I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to look. I guess I'm supposed to look right there. If I look there, it's hard to not look at yourself when you're doing this. Okay. Okay, here we go. My name's Brett Martin. I'm a cancer survivor. I had colon cancer. I'm going to show you my port here. This is my port where I got my chemo. I still have it. And then my scars here. Let me see. This is my... There's where I had my ileostomy. And where I went to the bathroom, out of there. And here's where they took my colon out. From there up to there. It's hard to tell. Ooh, not so pretty. Anyway, a couple years ago I was diagnosed with cancer. I had my colon removed. I had a tumor that broke through the wall, just hanging in the membrane. I started doing chemotherapy. This wasn't the life I had planned, and it was a surprise for me. And I was scared. There's a lot of people that are scared, and they're hunting around online hoping to find some good news or something that can give them some sort of assurance. And that's what I like to do, is tell you some of the positive things that I've learned. First off, when you meet with doctors, doctors are not authorized to give hope. Hope, when a doctor gives you hope, he gives himself liability. Doctors have learned that if they make promises or suggestions or hopeful hints that you're going to be better, that your loved ones may sue them. So it's better for them just to give it to you straight. Facts only. And what is a fact to a doctor? A fact to a doctor is something that is tangible, something that's been proven, usually in 10-year studies. Now, in the last few years, and every day by day, cancer research and medical technology is just leaps and bounds, leaping and bounding. And when they give me statistical information about my chances of living and being successful, and I know that the data they used is based on a 10-year study, I know that that 10-year study had to have begun at least 10 years ago. So every study they give me information from is already old news. So whatever odds they give me, I double to start with. Now, placebos. People actually OD on placebos. You can die by taking too many. What I mean is, have you ever seen the paper when grandma dies after 80 years and then grandpa dies 2 days later? How does that happen? Well, grandpa overdosed on placebos. And placebos are very powerful. They're so powerful, as a matter of fact, that the best drugs in the world often only match placebos, or placebo effect works in a good way and it works in a bad way. So the idea is you can kill yourself through bad thought. You can make yourself live through good thought. And I'm not saying you can set a broken arm by wishing, although, hey, if someone can do it, I'm not going to challenge them. But the fact is, you have to reinvent your mind. You have to reinvent the way you look at things. And you have to understand that you can give yourself an ulcer by stressing out. You can cure yourself from cancer by feeling great about yourself and being hopeful. It's your best chance. It improves your odds. There are a lot of gifts that happen when you get cancer. People don't realize it. I saw a study where they took cancer patients and lottery winners, and people who were diagnosed with cancer a year later were happier than they were before. People who had won the lottery were less happy. And the phone rings when you're trying to record. It's getting worse. They won't give up. So you'll be. Oh, it seems important. Hold on a second. Hello. Hi. We're at the house. Holly's putting the baby down. Can I? I'm making a video. Can I call you right back? Okay, no, we're good. I want to talk to you about that Dr. Dean Adele report about folic acid. Is it good? I tried to find it on there. What did you find out? Health Central, okay. But so was there anything bad about folic acid? Okay, well, thank you. Okay, I'll talk to you in a bit. Bye. Always want to stay up on everything, especially once you get diagnosed, when they tell me I have to go in every 90 days for a blood test. I'm listening to the radio. I tell my friends what I had, so when they hear things or see things in the newspaper, new drugs, new things like that, I want to be on it. I want someone to tell me. So that was my mother-in-law keeping me updated. You will be richer, you will be happier after being diagnosed with cancer. I bet. You're going to learn a lot if you have, I've learned a ton, and there are people that have learned a lot more than I have. But I think the most amazing thing is that when I first got diagnosed, and I was scared, and I was waiting for results. As every 90 days, I still am waiting for results. I'm not as scared as I used to be. I felt as if I was living in a dream world. I thought, I can't believe this happened to me. This is like a dream. And I wanted to get back to reality. And as time wears away, and you keep going in and it doesn't end, you realize that the dream world you're living in is the reality. And maybe everything else is the dream. And then you find people saying, after I was diagnosed with cancer, I finally took up badminton. I finally searched out that old high school flame or whatever. I mean, those sorts of things people do. It gives you an opportunity to realize that you're not special in a really amazing way. So, and be the squeaky wheel. You've got to be a squeaky wheel. It's dollars and cents for a lot of insurance companies, and you want to live, be polite, be kind, but don't take no for an answer, and don't wait. Don't wait, get in. Again, you don't want to try to get in ahead of everybody else, but unless you need to. And worst comes to worst, pay a little extra money and call an ambulance and go in. If you can't get treated and they can't wait, hey, grab your stomach, moan and groan, fall to the ground, call 911, and you'll get a diagnosis in the next day. So you're going to do great. Think, and don't psych yourself out and say negative things. Just say positive things and stay affirmative, and don't say to yourself, I can't wait till this is over, I can't wait till that is over, because you'll just keep pulling the string and your life will just get more and more over. And like my wife said when I was going through my hardest time, she says, honey, this is a moment too. Every moment is a moment. The painful moments are moments, the scared moments are moments. And if you don't take this opportunity to tell your loved ones you love them, then you're nuts. So have a great life. Daddy's song. Okay, Jordan. I want you to dance to this. Daddy's song from the album. We want you to buy CancerCritter.com.
I could have saved my insurance a whole lot of money if I just curled up and died. It would have been so simple if I wasn't like a pimple right between their eyes. I nagged and I badgered, so tactfully with manners. I got my operations and I drove some folks bananas. I'm no expert, but I'm no rube. It's the squeaky wheel that gets the lube. It's the squeaky wheel that gets the lubrication, while the timid and shy can't even score a consultation. When you're sick and tired, it's hard to press the issue, but if you don't get off your tuchus, well, your loved ones are gonna miss you. You haven't got an advocate, you might as well live in Siberia, where folks don't know that polio was cured back with diphtheria. And no matter how wiped out you feel, you gotta make yourself a squeaky wheel.